Hi everybody, thank you for pressing play on the video today. It's Caroline here from craftycarolinecreates.blogspot.co.uk. Today's project is this really quite sweet but quite glamorous and elegant gift bag. It isn't made using the punch board, it is just made using the scoring board. I've used this gorgeous gold paper from the Winter Wonderland DSP set and then I have stamped some gorgeous snowflakes and heat embossed them in gold using the Flurry of Wishes stamp set, which I am loving at the moment. I hope you're not sick of projects using it quite yet. So what I'm going to do is get on and show you exactly how it is made. So the first thing we are going to do is bring in a piece of designer series paper. This is also from the Winter Wonderland set. It's got a random sort of black and white pattern with little specks of gold. I'm not sure, yeah, you can see them there. How pretty is that? And then on this side, it has some little trees. I've cut this so it measures 12 inches by 8.5. So I have cut it down a little bit compared to standard DSP size. When you're cutting it down, you need to cut across the pattern so that the pattern will go along the longer side like this, if that makes sense. We are going to start by scoring it along the top end at 4.5 inches, at 5 3/4 inches, at 10 inches. Oh, there's something underneath there. No. 10 inches and 11.5 inches. Okay. I'm going to turn it round. And you need to turn it around so that the pattern is going sort of this way. So if the pattern, what's going to be the base of the bag, you want to score that at 1.5 inches. Now I'm saying this because when I was making up the sample, I did it wrong. It's not so bad on this one where the pattern fold over doesn't matter, but on this one you need to keep the trees obviously going in the right direction. So it's 1.5, and then what's going to be the top of the bag, we're going to score that at 7.5 inches. Okay. That is all our scoring done. The dimensions will be on my blog as always, so don't feel you have to rush to quickly write them down. Make sure my scoreboard doesn't fall over. Right, now we are going to fold and burnish along each of those score lines we have just made. Okay. It is designer series paper, so just be a bit gentle on those score lines. So you don't want it to crack. Okay, gone off my score line a little bit there. There we go. That's right. Okay, and then what we want to do is fold the bottom over in the same direction. Okay, but the top piece we need to fold back on itself this way. Okay. Now, I like having the contrasting pattern peeking out at the top. If you wanted to, you could always fold it under and then you'll get sort of a really nice professional finish like you would get on sort of a purchase gift bag. So it would look like that if it wasn't upside down. Okay, now what we are going to do is put some adhesive. I'm going to use snail because I've run out of fuse, but I would recommend that you use fuse for this because it will just give you that additional piece of support. So this is the top of the gift bag, so the flap that's going to go at the top. I've just put 2 strips of snail. Just going to fold that over and stick that down. Okay, just going to then just gently re-burnish those little bits at the top because these obviously going the opposite way now to the way we originally burnished them. Okay, this one here. And then at the bottom section of the bag, we are going to cut up each of those. I'll just turn it around this way so you can see each of those score lines to where they meet the one going in the opposite direction. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. And then the last one we just cut off completely, and then those 2 small flaps just going to notch out. Okay. Okay, so that's just going to fold up like that. Okay, so I'm just going to put a bit of adhesive along this strip to begin with. And I'm just going to stick that down here. There we go, okay. And then I am going to fold that in at the base, and this one is going to be my flap going in the other direction. And then just fold up and close in your box. Perfect. Okay, so that is our box pretty much made, our bag made. What we can do is if we just push in the sides a little bit, because it's paper, they will just pinch in nicely. I'm going to punch my holes for my handle. I'm just going to do that by eye, just sort of going about 1.5 inches down on 4 corners. Okay. There we go, one there. Oh. And last one there. Okay. Now to make the snowflake tassel that we have here, what I have done, and I've already done this to save a little bit of time, is I have stamped these 3, so the 3 smallest snowflake stamps, and I've heat embossed them using gold embossing powder. You can see how beautiful like that comes out. It's a really lovely effect. And then I'm just going to punch them out. So I'm going to use, for the larger of the 3, which is the sort of second largest in the set, this is the flower medallion punch. So that coordinates perfectly with that image. There we go, there's one there. And then these 2 coordinate with this punch, which is the brand new snowflake punch that you can buy in a bundle from Stampin Up with the stamp set. Okay, so I'm going to punch out this one first, just line that up if I can. Haven't left myself a lot of cardstock in that direction. There we go, we'll do it that way. Okay, punch that one out. And then the last one, again, there's a little cute little punch for the smallest one too. Okay. So then we've got our 3 snowflakes. I actually did that whole thing twice. Well, I did it once, so I have, there we go. I have 2 of each size, okay. Because I just think it makes it nice if you sort of sandwich them together so that whichever way you look at your tassel, it looks the same. So let's start with the largest one that's going to go at the bottom. This is the gold corded twine. Okay, just going to use a glue dot initially on there and stick that into the centre of my snowflake. Then I'm going to use Tombow over the rest of the flower. Okay, and take the other flower that we embossed and stick that on top like that. Okay, then I'm going to move up the twine about 1/2 inch. And do the same with the medium-sized snowflake. Stick the twine into position with a glue dot, and then Tombow on the rest of the back of the star, and find its partner and stick that on top. Just twist it so it goes in the right way. There we go. And the last one, again just about 1/2 inch further up the twine, another glue dot, there we go, and finish off with the Tombow. Okay. Of course, if you wanted to, you could always put a plain black back of one of these, and then you could have somewhere to write your message. If you wanted to do that, I think that would look lovely as well. Okay, so stick that Tombow down. It's not quite lined up, that one. But there you see, you get that look of that lovely star ribbon. I mean, they would just look lovely as hanging Christmas decorations, wouldn't they? Okay, now let's bring back in our bag, and we will add the handles. So I've got 2 pieces of that glitter ribbon. I love this ribbon. These are actually my last 2 pieces, so we have to get this right. We just thread that through the bag on one handle and tie a knot. Okay. Pull that tight as near to the end as you can. As I said, these are about 8 inches each. Okay, and then again through the other side, exactly the same way. And pull that through to tie your knot. Tying knots on camera must be every crafting YouTube's nemesis. Bows and knots on camera just don't seem to work very well, do they? Okay, so that's one side done. This handle's a bit shorter than on this one, purely as I said, these are my last 2 pieces of ribbon, and we'll do the other side exactly the same. So I didn't want to waste them at all. Okay, so in that way. And last one through this hole. Sorry about this. Fast forward it if you are getting bored and you've got the idea. Okay. Oh, last one is done. I used the, I used the middle hole punch that Stampin' Up do, which I think is the 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, 1/8 of an inch hole punch. So you can see our handles are there. All that is then left for us to do is to cut off a cording twine with our lovely snowflake drizzle of snowflakes, is that the right word? I'm not sure. And tie that round the top of our handle. Okay. Tie that round. There we go, pull that tight, cut that off, and there we have it. 2 quite beautiful, elegant, special gift bags. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and I hope you give it a go. If you want to see how to do this heat embossing technique, I do have another video recently that I just published that does show how to do heat embossing, so do go and check that one out. I'll put a link below. If you'd like to buy any Stampin' Up products, don't hesitate to get in touch. I'd love to place an order for you. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.